He's known as one of the most feared punchers in boxing history. A quiet killer with a smile that hides thunder in both hands. And in over 400 combined amateur and professional fights, Gennady Triple G Golovkin has never been knocked down, not once. How is that possible? What kind of training creates a chin like granite, stamina like a marathoner, and precision like a sniper? In this video, we'll break down Triple G's legendary amateur career, his insane training routines, the secrets behind his iron chin and endurance, and how he became one of the most dominant middleweights of all time. The amateur monster. Before Gennady Golovkin became a household name in professional boxing, he was already a legend in the amateur scene. Born in Karaganda, Kazakhstan, in 1982, Triple G grew up in the Soviet-style sports system, an environment that prioritized discipline, volume, and brutal competition, a record that scares pros. Triple G had over 350 amateur bouts and lost only 5 or 6 times, depending on the source. That's a win ratio of around 98%, unheard of in any sport. 2003 World Championships gold. One of Golovkin's most impressive accomplishments came in Bangkok, Thailand, where he dominated the 2003 World Amateur Boxing Championships. He defeated future pros like Andy Lee and Lucian Bute with ease, making it look like child's play. 2004 Athens Olympics, silver medal Triple G reached the final of the 2004 Olympic Games, but controversially lost to Russian boxer Gaidarbek Gaidarbekov in what many called a home-cooked decision. But here's what really sets Triple G apart. Even as an amateur, he wasn't just winning. He was outclassing elite fighters with perfect footwork, legal surgical timing, and cold composure. Triple G's foundation, early training philosophy. Triple G's boxing foundation is a Soviet masterpiece. He was trained to outthink, outlast, and out-tough everyone. His style, while appearing simple, is the result of years of refined discipline. Technical basics perfected. Unlike flashy fighters who rely on reflexes or foot speed, Triple G mastered the basics: proper stance, distance control, shot placement, defensive angling, repetition, repetition, repetition. As a child, Golovkin would often throw thousands of jabs a day, working on range and timing. Soviet coaches believed in programming the brain to respond instinctively. Triple G became a machine through pure, brutal volume. You can't talk about Triple G's style without mentioning his control of distance. He walks you down without wasting energy, cutting off the ring like a predator. This control is the product of endless sparring and drills, Triple G's professional transformation. In 2006, Golovkin turned pro and moved to Germany, signing with Universum. But it wasn't until he linked up with Abel Sanchez in Big Bear, California, that Triple G evolved into a destroyer. Big Bear Training Camp. Big Bear is 7,000 feet above sea level. The air is thin, the work is brutal, and that's exactly what Golovkin wanted. Abel Sanchez described Triple G as the hardest working fighter he's ever trained. Daily schedule. Triple G's training in Big Bear was intense. 5 a.m., wake up and go on a 5 to 7 mile run in high altitude. 10 a.m., technical boxing drills, mitts, footwork, defense. 12 p.m., strength and conditioning. 4 p.m., sparring, often 10 to 12 rounds with top pros. Evening, recovery routines, shadowboxing, light jogs. Sanchez emphasized volume and consistency. We don't train hard for a few weeks. We train smart and hard all year long. Key focus, precision over speed. Triple G's style is deceptively slow. He's not flashy, but his accuracy is terrifying. His connect percentage is one of the highest in boxing history. The secret to Triple G's iron chin. So how has Triple G never been knocked down? Not in 350-plus amateur bouts. Not in dozens of professional wars. Not even by punchers like Canelo Alvarez or David Lemieux. Genetics, technique, training. Yes, Golovkin likely has superior genetics. His neck muscles are incredibly thick, and his bone density is elite. But it's not just DNA. Neck and core training. Triple G trains his neck and traps religiously. Neck bridges, resistance band work, weighted head nods. A strong neck reduces whiplash and keeps the brain safer. Defensive subtlety. Triple G doesn't move his head like a Mayweather, but he does something more subtle. He rolls with punches, catches shots on the forehead and gloves, angles away at impact to reduce the damage. It's not that Triple G doesn't get hit, it's that when he does, the shots land on the strongest parts of his skull. That's not luck. That's design. Balanced weight distribution. He's never off balance. A punch is most dangerous when you're caught in transition. Triple G stays planted, firm, and ready to absorb impact. Sparring stories. You want to know how scary Triple G is in the gym? Just ask his sparring partners. Curtis Stevens on Triple G. Sparring, I sparred Gennady, and I felt his power through the gloves. It's like getting hit with a sledgehammer. Andre Ward's camp reportedly declined sparring Max. Many fighters around 160 to 175 pounds avoided sparring Golovkin, not because they feared losing, but because they feared damage. Power with control. Triple G didn't just spar to brawl. He treated sparring like a chess match. But his punches were so precise that even a light shot could hurt. That control is key. Golovkin doesn't waste punches. That's why he has one of the highest knockout percentages in middleweight history. Conditioning and recovery. Let's talk about Triple G's gas tank. Even in round 12, he's pushing forward like it's round 1. Endurance training. Triple G is known for running 7 miles at elevation regularly. But more importantly, he includes interval sprinting, uphill climbs, and sandbag runs to build lactic threshold. Stretching and flexibility. Unlike many power punchers, Triple G has flexible hips and shoulders. His team emphasizes yoga-style stretching and deep massage therapy after sessions. Recovery and sleep in Big Bear. Triple G maintained a 10 p.m. bedtime and avoided distractions. No nightlife, no junk food, pure focus. Nutrition. Triple G's diet is clean and simple. Lean meats, brown rice and grains, vegetables, lots of water, and herbal teas. He doesn't cut corners. He doesn't drink. He doesn't cheat. At Psychology of a Warrior, Triple G doesn't just win with his body. He wins with his mind. Cold mental focus. Golovkin enters the ring smiling, but the second the bell rings, he becomes a machine. No emotion, just execution. Meditative routine. He's been known to shadowbox slowly in silence, visualizing every move. This kind of training builds mental resilience and fight IQ. No ego, just work. Triple G never trash talks. He never gloats. He simply says, I respect my opponent, and goes to work. That humility is part of his strength. He trains like he's still chasing the dream, even when he is the dream. Legacy. So what's the legacy of Gennady Golovkin? 350-plus amateur bouts, Olympic silver medal, 40-plus professional wins, most by knockout, unified middleweight champion, and never, ever knocked down. He redefined durability. Triple G brought back an old-school style with modern precision. He trained like a soldier. Every session was a mission. He fought like a monster, but lived like a monk. No scandals, no drama, just pure boxing. Gennady Golovkin may not be the loudest, but he's one of the most respected. And in the world of combat, that's what really matters. If you're a fighter, an athlete, or just someone chasing excellence, there's a lesson here. Discipline outlasts hype. Work ethic beats talent when talent is lazy, and true greatness is built in silence. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dive boxing breakdowns. Let us know who you want covered next. Maybe Canelo, Lomachenko, or a young beast on the rise. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next one. This was the story of how Triple G trains and why his name belongs in the history book.